Before I talk about the ECG, I just want to say a good morning to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Today he is in the DKC constituency and we're welcoming him in grand style because he's our next president 2024. Let's talk about ECG.
You're so sure of that?
Oh, I'm absolutely
what makes
sure.
You so sure?
You know, Lantam, it's not about me being social, it's about the Ghanaians being social. Because there is nothing going on in this country if you don't know, let me tell you. If you're on the grounds, you will realize that the poverty, the struggling Ghanaians, ordinary Ghanaians are facing is even no joke. It's not even funny. And so in 2024, a lot of people have changed their minds. In fact, those that were screaming something more, are now bringing back His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
And how do you know this? Is there any research that has been conducted that points to this,
Lantam,
that indicates that
when you are on the ground,
he's not even the flag bearer of the NDC yet.
Listen, when you are on the grounds, we are not sitting somewhere around the fence and talking. I am on the grounds. I know what is going on down there. Possibly you don't know what's on the ground, but when you go down there on the grassroots, when you go down to the markets, you go on our streets, you go to the villages, to schools, wherever you pass, Sentinel Ajibibia, and it's JDM for sure.
I like the confidence.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
Very well.
Let's talk about ECG.
Let's do that.
So Lantam, if you have to recover 5 billion and you have recovered 2 billion, if I should ask you how much more is left to recover, you have not even recovered half of the money. And you, Lantam, you're asking me, don't I think they have done well?
Have they not?
They have not. If somebody owes me 5 billion and I've been able to recoup 2 billion and I have 3 billion with the person, how am I supposed to be excited about it? Anyway, you know, electricity, ECG, is a very, very necessary commodity for every Ghanaian. As we are here, we are using lights. If the lights should go off, we will need to turn on the genset, and that would mean we'll need to fuel it, buy diesel, and that is cost. So ECG, electricity, is extremely, extremely important to everybody. Every industry, every organization, households, everywhere we need ECG. So for you to come and tell us you have not been able to recoup debts owed ECG, and that you want to now bring in private people to come and recoup the debts for you. Hey, you see, Ghana, we take a lot of things for granted, bro. We take a lot of things for granted. Now, this MD has come to say, made the statement, gone home, relaxed, comfortably, and you and I are sitting here to discuss it, and he's fast asleep or he's possibly relaxed. But under normal circumstance, he shouldn't even feel confident about this. He should be embarrassed. What are they being paid for? What are they being paid for? And in any case, how do they accumulate that kind of debt? Is it like they don't have a proper structure for recouping or getting their monies, or what is it? Well,
a lot of people are stealing power.
No.
And so they've had to embark on this exercise.
That is, no, Lantan, listen, that is where
put before courts. And there are a lot of government institutions that are supposed to be paying their debts, but for one reason or another, which beats the imagination of a lot of people, have not paid.
Okay.
I mean, there was even a point in time where even the energy ministry was caught up in this at a point in time.
And
they had to issue, a check or send out money to pay ECG.
Let me tell you something. I stayed in UK for a long time. I did not see one light off in UK. Not a day, not a minute, and not a second. Are you getting me? So, when you say people are stealing power, why are they stealing the power?
Because they don't want to pay.
Why don't they want to pay? Are those in charge giving them ways of means of paying it easily? Are those in charge having people on the ground going home home door to door to ensure these people are paying and all illegal connections disconnected? Those in charge, are they on the field? Those in charge, are they doing their work? Of course not. It's obvious they go to work, they sit down there, they collect salary, they do their own thing, and then leave everybody else to do their own thing too. How am I supposed to blame somebody who did illegal connection?
No, because the person knows the right thing and decided to do the illegal connection.
Because the person went to ECG to request for meter, and for more than 3 or 4 years, the person has not gotten it, and the person cannot sleep in darkness. So if your structures are working, and I, as an ordinary Ghanaian, I come to apply for a meter. You tell me, okay, so Naneki, I pay 1 cedi at the end of every month. Through this means, I pay, you give me a bill. I have all my records of whatever, ECG and electricity I have purchased over the years. Why will I then now go and do illegal connection? The structures are not working, Lantam. The structures are not working. And let me tell you, ECG is not a private entity. It's a government organization. And ECG shouldn't be politicized. ECG, it can never be politicized. It is an institution that is owned by government. And government is not for one person. You come, you go. You come, you go. So you cannot come and mess it up and leave it and go and buy genset or possibly solar for your house and leave Auntie Adjoa, who is in the village, to suffer because you have not put in structures to make sure everybody in the country has lights. Do you understand? Now, I don't want to rope in PDS, but I hope that this idea they have come up with is not another idea to, I won't say steal, but to cheat the ordinary Ghanaian. And in any case, what is the private man going to do to recoup the money that the ECG workers and staff management cannot do to recoup the money? What's the difference? Why? Why are they depending on the private person will be able to get us the money, but we ourselves, that we are working there, that we know who has meter, we know which connection has been done where, we ourselves, we can't collect the money. I mean, this is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And Ghanaians, we have patience. We have a lot of patience. And our patience boils down to the fact that every 4 years, we can change anybody who is not following the rules. I think ECG should come again. They should find a better way. I think government, the president of the Republic of Ghana, should take this matter seriously and step in and see other ways they can recoup their money. And make sure they recoup it, because 2 billion out of 5 billion is not SSS.
But it's better than nothing, isn't it?
No, what do you mean it's better than nothing?
It's better than nothing.
ECG is a government institution. They are supposed to recoup the 5 billion and even more. Yes. They are supposed to do so. They are mandated to do so. I don't know, they give you lights all over the place. And then you are telling me you are not able to collect the monies from the people you have given light to. And then we should take it easy. And you have done so much, it's okay. So now you have to give it to Lantam to now go and collect the money for you.
So some of them are government institutions. I'm surprised that government institutions
that is even what is even annoying me. Those government
are not paying the bills that they are supposed to pay.
Why are government institutions not paying their bills? What's their problem? Why are they not making profits? They don't allocate a particular amount of money for their electricity. They don't do that. Even in small companies where we run, Lantom, at the end of every month, you put money down. This is for electricity. This is for water. This is for salaries. This is for that. That is for that. So the government institutions, what are they about? They want to use electricity for free. They won't allocate any money to pay for the electricity they are using. And we are not talking, and government is not saying anything. MPP is quiet. They are happy that their government institutions are not paying ECG. It is nauseating. Very, very, very annoying. I'm telling you. Anyway, whichever means they will use to collect the money, they have to use and collect the money for us. We need our monies. They know where they have supplied electricity to. they should